In life, things just come up, so you might spend some time away from actually practicing memory techniques. And you might think, oh no, I haven't practiced for a month or 2 months. I have to start back from scratch, learn everything all over again. It's going to be a hard journey. Well, that's not true. Actually, if you really put a lot of time in the beginning to learn the foundations and you practice them, that kind of stays with you. So for example, right here, this is for binary. Apparently, the last time I practiced binary was in 2016. It's 2019, okay? And so a couple of years since I practiced binary. Now, of course, when I go back, it's going to be kind of rough when I try to memorize binary because I'm making a new system, so that's going to play a little bit of a factor. But in general, just coming back to it, it's a little bit slow. But after a few trials, I'm going to be back where I was. I remember taking a couple months off from memorizing and a deck of cards. I came back, I was like, oh, let's see what I get. And so I went through a deck of cards. I was getting like 2 minutes. A minute 30, something like that. But after a couple of trials, I was back under a minute because I practiced so much of drilling my images for the cards and just training all that time, memorizing thousands of decks. That just kind of gets into you. And so when you actually do put the time in to master memory techniques, even if you take a break of a year or so, when you get back to it, it might be rough, but you still have it within you. You have to remember, oh yeah, this is why I'm messing up. Oh yeah, because I do this. I like to picture the images like this. Boom, you jump right back into it. And so it's okay to take a break from using memory techniques. It's not the end of the world, but you really want to make sure that you have practiced the memory techniques, that you do understand what you're doing, what works for you, and what doesn't work for you. Because if you have all those issues and take a break, then jump back into it, guess what? You do have to relearn everything because you never found out what problems you had to begin with. And so you have to, okay, what problems did I solve already? Which ones didn't I solve? Or is this a new problem? So it's just a big mess when you don't put the time in the beginning. And so don't feel bad if you take some time off from using memory techniques or anything like that. When you jump back into it, you'll be where you were after a few kind of trials here and there. And I'm not just talking about memory competition. I'm talking about useful information. If you don't use it for a while and you go back to it, you're like, oh yeah, this is how I use the vocabulary method. Yeah, I get it. I got it again. Boom. You'll be back to where you were. So hopefully you enjoy this video, and I'll see you next time.